if you didn't get one, so we organized the Bridges conference in the summer, so we are very welcome to have you here. So, Kristof,
thank you so much, Zsolt. Warm greetings to everybody. I'm a frequent visitor here, and I wish to be even more frequent because I can see that how this community is growing here, and I see more and more friends in the room and also around. And of course, what we do, we try to fill all gaps. You can see there are some projects and even some new projects coming up. Actually, Barbara Sabitzer is here in the room, who just launched this new Erasmus. It's even not an official logo yet, this modeling across subjects Erasmus. We will just have the first consortium meeting on this weekend, so it's good to see how these projects are going here and how these activities are flourishing now around Linz and around STEAM and around this doctoral school. And of course, Bridges is promoted here with many connections. You will be warmly welcome back also to the Bridges event in July. Take postcards also for your colleagues, so it will be a really exciting year, and also it's links with the GeoGabra conference. So what can you wish more from the summer? And when I'm mentioning summer, I just think a bit about South Africa and my South African experiences. I don't know if I manage to start this video here. Diego, do you know? Okay, maybe I know what to press, but I'm not sure how to share the screen. Maybe like this. We lost important minutes, but what can we do? Switching back and forth between different things. Yes, okay. So here we are. So I want to have children in the room, so at least in the form of this video.
All right. Hey, and a root down production. Take off on the printer, 20 and whatever. Send this. We are going to tell them, say, watch out. Who listen up?
So you can see some South African members of our team.
If you rock to this your sound, stomp your feet on this your ground. Get ready for jump up and down.
And in South Africa, children are wearing uniforms in the school, so you can see that these children are coming from really poor backgrounds. Many of them are in high-risk situations in the townships of Uitenhage. This is a very small place near Port Elizabeth in South Africa. And we had a GeoGabra conference there, and they were invited to this conference to do several activities. For many of them, this was the first time to use their hands, actually, in a math-related math learning. And they've been quite successful, as you see. Even their teacher been quite successful, and some of them not that much. But finally, of course, it was wonderful that how they invented their own games with the geometrical tools what they have created. New games have been born on the place with new rules have been set up. And of course, sharing the joy of community and being together. And when we build these large constructions, of course there is so many geometry to learn there and also collaborative learning, but there is even one more important than building up something big geometrical structure is that building a big community which is happy to work together and happy to collaborate on solving problems.
Get ready, feature up and down. I sing the sound in your tongue. Look at me tell them, say. With your rock, hey. With your rock. Sing this 20.
Yes, trying to switch back. Sorry for bringing you down from the vibe, but let's get back to boring things. Maybe not that boring. Yes, and of course there are several other events started off, and even with our colleagues from Hungary, from the Metropolitan University, and also from Israel. Sarah and Noah are involved in these activities, and actually new challenges and new initiations started. For example, an initiation for collecting art and mathematics works from children in South Africa. So more than 130 kids sent their artworks and sent their opinions how maths and art can be related. And we just organized an exhibit for some of the works in Stockholm last year in the Bridges. And you can see some of these embodiments of creativity in connection with art and mathematics. And also to bring you children's voice into this room. Of course, I cannot do that really, but this is an interpretation of this piece. So you can see that how many connections and the context of a car has been seen by the students. That these cars are not only built and sold, they are carefully thought through and designed with all shapes and sizes. During the period of designing a car, everything must be measured and shaped precisely. If one part is not measured or shaped to specifications, aerodynamics will be negatively affected. This is then influence the fuel consumption, economy, and so on. And here is one important message from the student. So these are the subjects which prepare learners to pursue a career in this field. At my school, we do not have the opportunity to nurture our skill in the arts, design, or mechanics or engineering. A lack of resources and interest shown by our government deprives learners like myself an opportunity to get ahead, start to get the necessary foundation that would prepare one for such a career. And this is a strong political statement, and actually what he's doing, he demonstrated that he has all the skills already to become a car designer. He has the maths and the physics, and he has the art skills, but there are obstacles set up by the situation and the social situation. And this piece called mechanism. So he is also talking about social mechanisms in this form. And you can imagine that when you can provide in a framework of a math class to express such opinions on the subjects, what you try to bring forward, very rarely. And this is how art projects and this kind of creative projects can help you, can support you to bring forward some other artworks. This is the stressed out Vitruvian man. In the self-portrait, you can see how the circle lines are entwining this guy and keeping him in a trap. He trapped with mathematical formula. He stressed about mathematics, but he know the importance of it, and he has the reflection and reference to Leonardo. This is another tribe, the Nedebele tribe. One student recognized that they live in the world of mathematics through their patterns, through their indigenous patterns, what they create. And actually this activity can be brought forward here in Finland. Youth workers are building their own Nedebele village and expressing my house, your home as a community practice through math and arts. And children can do the same. So this is actually connected to Finnish curriculum, and we had very nice guests in Finland not so long ago. You can find Sara in the room, and they had really experiencing the perspective change in Finland as they told. So this presentation also will be shared with you, so I don't have time now to go into the details. But what comes with these STEAM practices is really to have imagination, intuition, direct experience, and even magic as a possibility to open up in the framework, even in math classes. There are some new publications I will offer to you in the break connected to this Mathematics in Motion project, where we use mathematics and movement to express math and art connections. And you can find this online for free. I will also share the link with you and how we are using it also in teacher education. We have the Everyday Creativity project, where actually a new course has been designed, an online course to learn about or develop collaboratively creativity in education. And we are also collecting data from more than 600 teachers, and there are other several projects and publications behind to support this creative development. And maybe one last word to announce an upcoming publication. Journal of Mathematics and the Arts will have the education special issue coming up soon. And just to calm down Noah and Sarah, who are also waiting maybe 2 years ago for their publication coming, it's on the cover already, so don't worry, it will be there. So thank you so much for your attention, and welcome to these events in Linz also in the future. Thank you.